Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a album review, and this is for Coldplay's new album, Everyday Life. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to and let you know my thoughts on this record. So let's dive into this review. Now, they have like two separate CDs for it, Sunrise and Sunset, two sections of each part or whatever. And yeah, the sunrise part was not too bad, but when it got to the sunset, the song started to drag down and just got a little irritating to listen to and kind of boring. But um I think the opener sunrise for the sunrise part of the album, it starts off really nice with very nice violin work and um just instrumentally it's really nice and I really liked it. And then you dive into the next song, which is Church, and it's not bad. It's not my favorite song from Coldplay, but it's a great way to start the record, I guess. um then you get to Trouble in Town, and that just gets um it's all right. And Daddy was probably the saddest song off this record, definitely. Uh, it has a lot of emotional feels to it, which makes you cry. And I wasn't sure about liking it because of Chris Martin's falsetto voice in it, but it's grown on me multiple times after listening to it a few more times. So I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. Um, then you dive into the WOTWPOTP, which is like a 1 minute and 16-second track. It leads into the Arabesque track. That song does. And it does pretty good. Sorry, that's one of the cats meowing at my door. Um, yeah, it does pretty good. The acoustic guitars in it are pretty nice. Uh, well, they were acoustic guitars. They were just average, playing mostly. And Broken was not a bad track. But Arabesque has got to be my favorite one out of all of them. And When I Need a Friend was the closer to it. The one I listened to, it had sunrise, sunset interludes, and you hear clock towering, uh, bells and all that. The down, 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 like the clock bells ringing and all that. For like mostly from interlude 2 to 5, and then 6 it just gets silent, and then it leads into the Guns song. And Guns was just pitiful. I know what it's about. I know it's about something that the government's doing or whatever. Uh, it has ties to that aspect of the song or whatever, but it just uh, it was all right. I wouldn't say it's not the best track on here. It's kind of a step down to being really good, and it didn't execute very well. Chris Martin's saying fucking crazy. This world's gone fucking crazy, and all that. And yeah, um, for the most part, this record is average at best. It Definitely has different. They went for something different this time around, for sure. But I did like the Orphan song, but Everyday Life has got to be another favorite of mine. And Champion of the World was just stale a little bit. I know it's probably gonna be some of people's gonna say, "Oh, it's their best song." It's not really. It's okay, but it's not perfect. Cry 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 was just eh. And Echo was Old Friends was a pick. It picks the record back up to what it's trying to go for, and Orphans was a solid track too. Uh, Bonnie Adam, which is parentheses, uh, bar parentheses, known as. That's what it's known as, but not Bonnie Adam. It's an instrumental track, but it's not too bad. I didn't hate it. But for the most part, I think the Sunset record was a step down from what they were going for. Sorry about that cat. It's just, I'll be dealing with him after the video. Uh, it's kind of frustrating dealing with cats sometimes. But, yeah. Um, I'd give Sunrise an 8 out of 10, because that was good. And Sunset a 6.5 out of 10. But for the most part, this record's gonna get like a 7.5 out of 10. It's a average record. It's just not their best I've heard from them. And it could have been much better. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Coldplay album, Everyday Life, if you've heard it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for Beck's Hyperspace album review and Akon's Connect album review, hopefully if it comes out tomorrow. I don't know for sure, but I'll find out tomorrow if it comes out. But Coldplay has already released some songs from this record, like Daddy, Champion of the World. They teased Guns already, and many others. But I still think Everyday Life and Arabesque was the best out of all of them. Sunrise wasn't a bad start to the record. It was just an instrumental mostly, but it was pretty good. And Church was a solid song too. Wasn't my favorite, but it's pretty solid. But yeah, I'll also return to you for the best albums of the decade, 2010 to 2019 edition, part 7. Hopefully soon. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and that pizza I was eating, I think it kind of messed with my cold mostly. So it's gonna take a little bit longer for me to get better. So I gotta stay away from dairy products for a little while. But thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.